Sparky did it already.
Hi there, guys. So, a little bit of an update for the live stream. There. A little bit of an update for the live stream, guys. The blog from yesterday is 3 hours long and contains the whole story behind what's actually happening. The blog will go public when the fundraiser is done, because we need to finish out the fundraiser so that we can get the new robot. We have a new robot on its way here, but I need to be able to cover the shipping costs, rent a giant forklift, handle the rigging, the installation, all that jazz. So we have a not a major fundraiser. It's $1,500, so it's nothing to sneeze at, but it's totally handleable. And we're already like a third of the way there, so we need to close that out. Anybody, however, who donates $50 or more on this fundraiser will get the unpublished link to the 3-hour blog. So eventually it'll all go public, so anybody who can't donate or anything like that, that's totally cool. It's all going to go public anyway. But right now I really need to push because we need to be able to get the robot installed. We would like to have shiny new robots sitting here. So with that, you won't see this one till after that anyway.
You want to offer them a piece of Jeff if they donate more?
Yes, by the way, anybody who donates $20 or more in this fundraiser will get a piece of Jeff, because we have a lot of nuts and bolts and hardware and stuff, so we're going to be giving away bits of Jeff. It might just be a simple bolt or something like that, but you will have an actual honest-to-God piece of Jeff if you donate $20 or more. So it'll be something you can put on your desk and be like, oh, keep group robot, yeah. So yeah, if anybody comes in with like a ridiculously huge donation, they're going to get like a serious part of the robot. So yeah. With that, you guys have fun in the live stream, and we're going to get to work as soon as Elizabeth tells us to. Can't imagine.
What's with the schoolboy pose?
I just do what you tell me to.
Safety glasses missing. Any ideas?
I haven't seen them.
Big drawer, safety glasses.
Why would you need safety glasses today of all days?
Because we might be messing with several.
Yeah, we got some
Pressure.
dangerous stuff out there.
I'd like to do a sort of recap and just briefly touch on
Sure.
what it took to get each different access. What the fuck is this?
We're down to this part.
Each
right.
different one of them off, and then the plan from here, and then you can just go into wherever you're starting first.
Cool. And there will be subsequent videos to this of this smaller.
I know, but this makes editing altogether
I understand.
smoothly
Cool.
easier.
When you're ready.
Where are you aiming for first?
We're going to be starting right here.
Okay.
Rolling on green.
Replace me, please.
5/11/98. I think that's the date that was made.
Can you grab that bucket and just get it out of my shop, please? On the wall. You did a sound check with Chris?
Yes.
Okay.
You did?
You were talking to the blog. That's about the volume you talk in the video.
He's a sneaky bastard. Hi there, guys. Welcome to today's Captain's Blog. It's 12:28 hours on Wednesday, March 23rd, 2016.
Noise is off.
Including walkies?
I put this on mute yesterday, and it didn't actually mute, so I don't know what the hell.
This is.
What?
Where's my walkie?
I don't know. I gave it back to you.
Oh, there it is.
I like this.
You may roll on second.
You need a haircut soon.
Yes, I do, but I couldn't do it today. That's why I'm wearing yesterday's shirt. Continuity, because I care.
Yeah.
I wear a straight shirt too. Because I need to do laundry.
Are you recording, Darren? Okay.
Roll on yellow.
Red, you were definitely not focused on me.
Just go to autofocus.
It is on autofocus.
Oh, okay.
I think red's starting to have a problem. But you're in focus now.
Okay.
Quiet on set, please. Mark, or sync, please. thank you. I didn't hear that last one.
You will when you're older.
Kevin, could you turn off the heat if you haven't already?
I have no idea.
Quiet, please. Mark?
All right, guys, we're back for day 2 on Project Jeff. Just to give you a little bit of a recap what we've done so far, we've removed axis 3, 4, 5, and 6. And what's left is the dreaded axis 2. Now, the robot has 6 axes in total. Axis 1 moves here. This is axis 2, which moves the arm, the upper arm, down and back. It's got a range of motion that goes back to about here and forward so far that it's impressively far. I don't know how far because it involves putting the arm below the base of the robot, so we really don't know how far it would go, but it's a lot. And the problem is, axis 2 has a counterbalance system. Now, in really old versions of the robot, it was really simple. It was just a very big spring. In fact, the duplicate of that type of spring is on display up in front of the building. We're doing it as a joke for spring is around the corner. But on this robot, axis 2 is counterbalanced by this system. This is the counterbalance unit. And what it is an accumulator with a diaphragm, and it has pressurized nitrogen on one side and hydraulic oil on the other. And it's a clever system. The nitrogen pressurizes the oil. The oil moves down and occupies this half of the hydraulic cylinder. Now, the piston in the cylinder is all the way back right now because the arm is all the way in. But this is a giant, like that's 1.25 inches thick, piece of cast aluminum. And when the arm moves forward and it puts more of a load on the base, this fights to pull it back up. So this always wants the arm to be in the home position. If it moves back, it pulls it out. If it moves forward, it pulls it out this way. So this is a big counterbalance to help the robot. Right now, it's at a reduced pressure because it's many years old and it's leaked out a bit, and it's down to only 80 bar, which is a lot. And we need to remove this without killing anyone, and that's a rather scary thing going on. So we've got to figure out how to get this off safely, and that's the part that we're all nervous about. Once this is off, the rest is smooth sailing. As you saw yesterday, once you figure out that you have to take out 1 million screws for every step, it's not so bad. It's very tedious, it's very time consuming, but with having a forklift and people that know what we're doing and being able to set rigging and all that, we were able to move all the big heavy parts off it. Nobody got hurt, everything worked really smoothly, and this isn't our first robot that we've done this to. So today, primary mission is get this off safely, then remove the axis 2 arm, and get down into axis 1. There should be, in here, a beautiful planetary gearbox, and quite possibly a big planetary gearbox here. Now, I don't know, with the other big Kuka we took apart, Project Kevin, it didn't have a planetary gearbox for the base, it had a giant ring and pinion setup. And if this has that, I'm going to be thrilled. Those are really, really beautiful. But it may very well just be a big planetary setup because in looking down here, I don't see anywhere where there would be a ring and pinion. So if there is, it'll be a smaller one. We really won't know until we get there. I believe this is a planetary gear drive only because the motor is mounted right in the middle. If it was a ring and pinion, I would expect the motor to be off to an edge. I really don't know though, I've never taken apart a KR350 before. So it's going to be fun, it's going to be a lot of work, and if we're really lucky, we hope to be done by lunch. So we've probably got another couple hours of shooting today. So you guys have fun, stay tuned, and enjoy the show. Let's get to work, gentlemen.
Can we do just the opening thing really quick again? Because you did motions like this, but I was in a medium shot. So
Okay.
could you just say forward, backward, or whatever? Now we're focusing on these
Okay. When we started out, we focused on, because of the way the robot is built, we started at the end and worked our way back. The end of the robot is axis 6. That's the very end of the arm, and it turns like this. We took off axis 6. Axis 5 goes like this, and that's, think wrist. And axis 4 turns this way. So you have 6, 5, and 4. Then we got back to 3 up here. Now 4, 5, and 6 came off as a unit. 3 came off with all the control stuff, all the linkages and everything, because the motors for 4, 5, and 6 actually mount way at the back of axis 3. Axis 3 is the big upper arm and it pivots here. This is the axis of rotation for 3. So think of it like an elbow. Okay, so this gives us 3. We got all of this off. Now, like your arm, all the muscles that move your fingers and everything are actually located up here. So with the robot, it's very similar. There's linkages that go all the way down the arm, and there's 3 motors back here that do axis 4, 5, and 6. Now we need to remove axis 2, which is this. So think of this as the upper arm. This, actually here, would be the bicep. And we're going to be getting into all of this today. After this, we get into axis 2, which is the next big step. And then axis 1. Axis 1 is the shoulder. It moves everything rotationally, and it spins like that.
Much better, thank you.
You should see the axis of my left testicle. 7 axes of freedom. Plus an IMU.
Let's move on.
Okay. All right, gentlemen, let's start by taking the motor off, because we know they don't move fast at all. And
That one
because
has a warning sticker on it though.
what, the motor?
Well, right above the motor it says make sure the axis is secured before removing the motor.
Yes, because it's assuming you have a really big arm on the end of it.
No.
Now that we've removed 1,000 pounds of arm, I think we're going to be fine. Now this, I'm sure, has a substantial weight, but I think the force of that is greater than the force of any gravity on this. But we're going to try. If we can move this down, that could be interesting. But I'm pretty sure if we put any load on that without the motor on there, it's going to want to spring back up. What I want to know is how much does it spring back up? I'm going to take out this bolt here. Grab me the hammer. You got it. Hammer. And
You got to keep the 180 rule in mind, Steve.
That doesn't move at all, does it? Well, I was hoping it might wiggle a little bit. Something.
Two screwdrivers.
2 screwdrivers.
Terrified. Scripts, we can do this. Come on now, guys.
3 layers of eye protection. And stand behind the wall. Well, we'll get the motor off first, and we'll have some ideas.
Feels awesome.
Yeah, I'll bring it for you. This
These weird little pucks.
I already tried to put a bolt in and pull it up. And then, I think it's meant for a probe. It's got like these marks here as well. Maybe a probe mount kind of thing.
That's quite possible. It might be a reference point for initial construction or serious maintenance. That would make a lot of sense. I hadn't thought of that. Now I'm curious. I'm sure somebody will comment and tell you, because there's one of these all over the place. There's like maybe every axis even. This may very well be a thing for. There's another point here too.
All right, don't stand right there.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Remember we had to pry the other one out? I don't know how we do that with this one.
Wiggle? Well, then you gotta wiggle it, but just a little.
There's a gap back here. Crowbar with a cat foot.
Really good cat.
I have that, right?
Alright.
See? Bolt ring. Got it.
Does it bleed? No, that's cool.
I was concerned about a giant outpouring of oil. Now, all right, so at this point, we have really big bolt, kind of big bolt, and a ring, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 small bolts, and then this. I think if we take this off, a lot of oil is going to come out. Casey?
Yep.
Not standing in the impact path of that, can you tug that arm forward and see if she moves? Because there's no brake or anything, you should only have the resistance of the gearbox. Yeah, it moves.
It goes right back up. Pull down and the spring does its job.
Go forward and pull hard. I want to see what the meter does.
That's all we got.
What this tells us is this is loaded.
Yeah.
All right. Take the hose clamps off and let's cut the diaphragm off. I want to see the end of this and see what we can see.
Like, not bad.
Yeah.
Raise your hand.
Yeah, we'll just raise it. You know,
I know. Tell me.
So what are we doing right here, Chris?
we're going to take off, there's a diaphragm shroud here. This is, it's like an accordion, and it's just a piece of some kind of plastic or cloth. Do you need a helper there? Oh, okay. And we're going to take this off so we can visualize the shaft in here. Because under there should be a hardened, polished connecting, well, the
Steel rod.
piston rod coming out of the hydraulic cylinder. Alright, Casey, without decorating your blood on the machine, would you please remove? Yeah, it's just plastic. But there's a lot of it.
If you have to cross in front of me, Steve, go ahead, because I can't see much anyway.
The other ideas that
I already tried that too last night.
You tried to push.
Yeah.
probably shouldn't do that while his fingers are in there.
No, it's not gonna do anything there. Yeah, they're big.
If I can just get it started, this would be great.
This is gonna suck. Batman?
Yeah.
25. I got a 25. It's in my hand. You don't want to be there. I don't know what kind of pressure this is under, but I don't want to find out when it shoots the camera. Batman, I need I need a 28 is okay, but I need a 28 or a 25. Oh, that'll do. Hold that in. Go the other way. Okay. I think this is just a lube drain. Hope it is. Free off your nut. It's spinning in there.
I thought you removed the hose clamp.
Spinning in the thing.
I gotta lose it.
Yep. It's gear lube, but there's barely any in there. Maybe. Maybe it's a lie. It's just turning in the thing. There's no way. Batman, get your wrench in on that. In there. plugged in the socket that size.
What size was it?
25-ish. Ish. That sounded productive. Oh, cool. Okay, Casey, here's my idea. This might be really good or really dumb,
Yep.
but you know more about hydraulics than I do.
Okay.
I was hoping when we got it off, because I figured this wasn't cast there. That screws into this. If we can turn that, that's going to go boom. Right? And the minute that pops in there, it's golden. There's only one problem. Well, two. These are the two things I'm concerned about. One, when that shoots in, if it goes past the seal, the pressure pushing that in is going to come out here. That's going to suck. But I don't think that's going to happen. The other thing is, in the last turn, when that does finally let go, it's not going to be nice and clean. It's going to pull a couple threads there, but we don't care because that's junk anyway. But it's something where you don't want to have a hand anywhere in here. What are your thoughts?
I agree. I don't think it's gonna shoot anything out when it.
Okay. That's the safest way I can think of to do this.
The only thing I'm concerned about is that you're gonna have a hand in there with a wrench to get even the last bit of thread.
Wrench on a stick.
Wrench on a stick.
Wrench on a stick with a rope here, so in case the wrench pops out, it doesn't shoot 20 feet and off in a direction. And when the minute that goes, this is going to be free, but because it's got the resistance of the gearbox, this is probably just going to go.
We should still probably secure it in some way.
We put a, yeah, we can just tie a line to it or something.
Okay.
We can secure this with a forklift. We can secure the wrench with a rope. And I don't think the wrench is going to go flying, but just for safety, I don't want to have somebody holding it when that happens. All right, get it set up. Find the right wrench, find some rope. Hey, Batman's got a socket. All right, I'm going to work on this. Oh, no, I need to go on this one. Ready?
Yeah.
You still good there? Slippery son of a bitch. Suck at this game.
Hold on, what's this?
Little tiny ever so very slightly. Oh no, we're moving now. Look at that.
It's going down into.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
But there's only so much I can do.
We have gap tape somewhere. Where'd the
That's a
gap
good
tape
idea.
go?
The problem is this is going to come out here.
Just give me a minute.
All right.
This is what we were doing yesterday. Just
Yep.
stuff some paper towel, make a little dam, and let the paper towel absorb it all.
I'd rather have it coming out here than,
Yeah.
yeah. That's some dirty old gear lube,
Yeah.
and a lot of it.
So which are we busting
All
free?
right, this is what we're going to do.
Busting this guy?
No, this. This screws into here. It's got a pair of flats on it. So we're going to unscrew this, and this will pop, like this will just into the thing. And once that pops, we're totally cool. Okay? The problem is the moment that pops is really crazy dangerous.
Steve, you can go there because my exasperation made me turn the camera off again.
You turn the camera off?
It's fine because he popped in between your heads with the camera
Oh, okay,
anyway.
All right, so the plan is we're going to put a big wrench on here because there's a pair of flats on this. We're going to unscrew this from here because this should rotate freely on this axis inside the cylinder. Once this lets go here, this is going to shoot into there. And The only danger we have at that moment is when this flies past, kicking the wrench out. So we're going to operate the wrench remotely with a very long stick. The other danger is this shoots out shmoo, like high pressure oil, which is unlikely, but I'm not removing it from the realm of possibility. Because if this retracts in past the seals, oil will shoot out.
They usually don't make them do this.
They usually don't, yeah.
This should be actually stopped right there.
Yeah, should be fine. I think this is only going to go in like 1/8 of an inch. But when it goes in that 1/8 of an inch, it's going to do so very energetically. And it might tear out some threads here, it probably will. And if somebody was holding the wrench, it could kick the wrench and injure them because it's a lot of force there. I don't want somebody to eat a wrench, so we're going to secure the wrench with a rope so that it can't fly out. And we're going to operate the wrench from a long pole so that you don't have to be right up next to it. And we have to secure this because the minute that pops, this is free, restrained only by the gearbox, and it's going to want to go or fall backwards, but it'll probably go forwards. That's everything I got. So wrench on a stick or something. Come, figure out which wrench fits it. I would like to not do this with the Swedish nut lathe.
Yeah.
Do it. What do you want to do? The forklift?
Just have the forklift on top of it.
Okay. Bring the forklift in, I'll swing it.
Okay.
You got one?
Swedish nut lathe it is.
Oh man. Really?
Well, we don't have any metric large enough. These are the big stingers we have. So.
It doesn't fit.
Yeah.
This doesn't even open. Quite.
No, it does.
It does?
It's too wide.
You want to get a micrometer read and see if we can buy a wrench that fits it?
Well, the problem is, like,
The wrenches are all
big.
too wide?
They're wider than that is.
Hey, KC.
Pipe wrench?
Now, you want to make a wrench?
Not really.
1/4-inch piece of steel, 5 minutes on the mill, we can make a wrench.
Yeah.
And we can make one that perfectly fits it because we'll get a mic reading. And we can make a funny wrench that we can operate at the end of a rope. Aha. Make a wrench. It'll be cool. Grab your mics. Here, you want this.
No.
Super adjustable.
I'm gonna mic the part. Not
Yeah, I figured you'd want that though, because we don't have anything. Batman, come to me. That's good. That's good. Come on in. That's good. Yeah, we'll go in here now.
So we're waiting.
We're going to get to shoot a cool little bit of video of Casey making a wrench from scratch, which will actually be a neat little aside for this.
All right, Steve, I'm just gonna have
You
you.
can cut.
I'm gonna have you follow him.
That is the wrong thing.
We're getting there. We have a plan.
It's the action manufacturer lathe.
Yeah, it's 323.
I am late, it's really lovely.
When he walks away, you follow him.
I'm sorry, I was off in my own world there for a second. I'm sorry. I was just.
That's not even possible. Why do I only have one parallel in here?
What?
That's cuts of bitches.
It's not a parallel if there's only one. It's a rectangle.
It's not why they're called parallels. Right around there should do. calculator.
The pipe, maybe?
I think it's a long one, different gauge.
1.43, that's how big it is? Hey, I know what that is. That's a secret project that you don't know about yet. You're making the mounts out of this?
What? Oh.
This? This?
What? No, I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I just did the math, that was all. Which is what I'm trying to do now. .34. Okay.
Seems legit. It's gonna be fine. Aluminum
That's what we had.
for a wrench?
That's what we had.
This is pretty much all I have committed to today anyway.
Well, that might have worked. I don't know yet. I don't know if that's gonna work. Okay.
Yeah, You got a wrench?
I think so.
Let's see if it fits. Hey, hang on a second. Before you take it off the mill,
It's already off the mill.
put a 3/4 inch hole in this end, would you please? Right there. Oh, that's what that's for?
Shows the metal.
Okay. That'll do.
Go ahead and start recording once you're back there.
I just want to make sure it fits.
Well, we still need to record you doing it.
See if it fits and see if you can even get the stupid thing to turn.
Go ahead, Casey.
I think it's made for it.
Now we want to go this way. Give it a shove, see if it goes. What?
I need steel.
You know, I have like 12 feet of
Yeah, of the wrong size steel. Got it.
What do you mean the wrong size?
It's too thick.
Is it?
Yes.
I thought it was a quarter inch. It's
No,
half inch.
it's half inch.
Oh, it's too much.
Yes. Okay. I have two options.
Both are still rolling.
What you thinking?
Well, one is I can go grab a much thicker piece of aluminum, so that's the more resistant ones.
What do we have for options in steel?
Nothing.
We gotta go to Central?
Yeah.
Field trip! Because if we don't have a wrench, we gotta make a wrench. And aluminum isn't gonna have the stones. So let's go get a little chunk of steel.
A lot of really long extensions.
Crack it from across the room.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Level on that.
Because when that thing pops, it's gonna shoot that way.
Oh, I have the sockets that have clear through. So just let it pop that way.
No,
Don't let anyone
that's
stand there.
so stupidly dangerous. Just stupidly dangerous to put a socket on there and let that pop. Just let it fly and vent out from far across.
Beck, so you are on camera eating right now in the middle of a shoot. Sorry.
Step out of the cage. Thank you.
We were worried about what high pressure oil bursting out of this if we were trying something else.
Yeah, we don't mess with the burst disc. But this, if we had, now I'm just talking out loud here.
Talk out loud.
Okay. If we had one of those nifty ratchet wrenches, and we put it on here, in a way where it'd stay pretty good on its own.
Yeah.
And we had two pieces of rope. So you have a piece of rope to be able to pull the wrench, and a piece of rope to be able to push the wrench. You know what this would be the best idea in the world for? Another robot sitting right here going, like if we had Heather, we just, yeah. Alternatively, and I'm just talking out loud, if we had a stand for the impact, to just zip that out, it's going to go bang and fly out and shoot nitrogen, because it's just nitrogen.
We still haven't got the cranksavers.
He's going to Central. You go to Praxair with that cap and say, I need a thing I can screw in here that'll vent it out. Because if we had a thing we could just thread in,
Yeah.
that would be cool. Take that to Praxair real quick. See what you can do. And we'll be back after this field trip adventure.
Stop rolling, please.
We're going outside. Outside. That way. Outside. Outside. Lisa's. Outside. Outside. Backy. Backy. Outside. Outside.
Is that thin enough?
No.
Mill it down.
Hey, you can do that on the mill.
Worst comes to worst, he has my card. You can go get a piece of steel.
That's a good idea, and we're all idiots for not having thought of it. Oh yeah, you can subtract with this.
It takes a little longer to do it that way, but it's a labor of love.
Yep. This is gonna be a lot of fun.
I got a plan. I got a hydraulic cylinder we can use. No, we put it right at the very end. And because it's nitrogen over oil, if we just vent that down, it would actually work for this. We just lower the pressure down to like 20 psi. So this is plan B. Plan A is going to be to vent it.
Well, we still have to disconnect it
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah. Well, if it's vented, disconnect it. You know, because we can't get this
Right, we have to mechanically disconnect it.
Pain in my ass. As a kid, my dad had a little keyboard like that. We had a coffee can full of nails on one end. That was a speaking device.
Move a couple nails over
No, you move the can. You move these levers. Made it.
Yeah.
Keep looking up there to the clock. It's always 3:23.
Yeah, what happened to the actual
Broken.
We lost it in the power outage.
Oh, okay.
And we can't communicate to that one, so it's stuff on time forever.
Put your glasses on.
I will.
Okay.
Oh, now.
Yeah.
What? Oh, that.
They used to be
Jeez.
over the old MDH stuff. So we got enough tools to get rid of it.
The sides on this one's fine. The ends are toast. Ah. Okay. Oh, right, because someone lost the frickin' quill lock. Now, hot end mill is hot. Just one thing after another, man. Negative 1 inch. -0.6.
Getting all this lens flare off of your light there, it's like we're shooting on DSLR.
Drop a full rotation. Oh, already done. Crap. I'm fairly certain I left my calipers down. I remember something. Toward you. Alright, standing over here. should be good. Alright. Now go to 0, Y.
Only a few pieces here and there.
Light my notebook on fire here.
That's just how sure you are of your calculations.
Note to, oh, I don't even know if this fits or not. No. Wrong size. Note to whoever lost this. Screw you, buddy. Let's see.
Thanks.
Utter bullshit. That was coincidence. Normally doesn't happen where the first screw you pick up just happens to be the exact size you need.
Happens to me all the time.
Oh, I see. Well, aren't you special?
Yes. not working. The freaking y-axis is jumping 30 thou. Just for no apparent reason. God damn. There's a lot. It's like the bolt that holds us on isn't even attached. I don't know if that's gonna fit. Alright, but let's go see anyway. I didn't make this long enough. But if I made it too long, there's no way to be able to use it. It's too big. It's that axis chunk. God damn it. This is a dumb idea to begin with. Hi.
Hi.
Cutting fine, axis moves.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Oh! Middle of the cut, y-axis just jumps 30 thou.
Really?
No reason.
I guess I'm gonna have to get you a new mill then.
Yeah.
That was
right
this
there.
here, yeah. Did you lock it?
Yes.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, what the fucking deed. And then somebody managed to lose this lever for the quill lock.
I'm blaming Sam.
Okay, I understand. But the other problem is I can't make it long enough to get the leverage that you need, but short enough to actually have any effect. And it's loose.
Cut it off, try again.
Makes it even shorter.
We both know the answer to the saw.
Here, take a look.
If it doesn't fit, I believe you. Here.
No. It fits. The problem is, what you want to do. It's loose as hell.
Yeah.
But once we rotate it to like here, what are you gonna do with it after that?
Well, once it's rotated to
There,
here,
is it enough?
I think
there
it
the question.
is. I think we'll be
Well-
all right. It wouldn't work if it was longer.
Right, and that's the other issue is,
Well, you're not going to do it now. You got 6,000 pounds of force on the damn thing.
right.
I mean,
Well, that's what
you're
you wanted,
beefy, but you ain't that beefy.
That's what you wanted to do originally. Is just do this and not.
Yeah, it'd have to be
Yeah.
cheetah bar. All right,
This will work if I can.
maybe. We'll give it a shot. If it doesn't, we'll make a second one.
Yeah, well,
All
I'll
right.
just flip it over and do the other side.
Okay. All right, now we wait on Batman to come back with the danger piece. Or we're live.
If you were getting done installing from scratch, you'd have a shovel.
Point. A valid point that you will always be able to take over my head.
Dig that concrete pad out.
Online, 75. Just a regular old candy printer.
That
Okay.
doesn't,
We just
that
need to get
does.
edible.
That's
We need to
reliable.
get edible.
Hi there guys, I'm Chris Boden. Why are you hiding? Get in here. Get in here. Kids, hi there guys, I'm Chris Boden. Welcome to the Geek Group. It's time for viewer mail for Wednesday, March 23rd, 2016. The envelope. This is from Ron. At least that's who shipped it. Ron Craig. So some of you have seen the typical Q&A thing where I talk about getting people to donate tools, and I use the socket set example. 3 7/16 inch deep, impact rated, deep well, 6-point, 1/4 inch drive sockets.
Nice. We'll lose those promptly.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to come up with a different bit for that. This is for Stephen LeMay, it's not viewer mail. So, I'll set this aside for Stephen. Somebody's supposed to check for these things.
I was under the impression it was.
Well, when Stephen tells me it's for viewer mail, I'll open it, but until then, it's his stuff. I ain't doing that because I'm a nice guy. This is from Denichi. Feels like a flag or a t-shirt. Send us a selfie wearing your new shirt and we'll give you 50% off your next order.
Huh.
I should have been wearing this yesterday. Thank you, sir. Denichi, let me know who's supposed to be wearing that. I just want to make sure on that one. I wouldn't want to be presumptuous. As much as my staff may be. What the hell? There is no note. This is from David Zetlin. No, it's from Denichi. It's a 7/16 wrench. Ratchet wrench. It's a nice ratcheting crescent wrench. Cool. That we can use that. Thank you, Denichi. I have a feeling this will be a wrench too. It smells good. This is, to make up for the glitter, enjoy some bacon. 73 is from KB3PXR. We have Uber Bacon. This is Bacon 2.0. I don't want to know what makes it Bacon 2.0, but I'm kind of curious. Also, how do you ship bacon at room temperature?
You don't.
It's smoked and cured.
Doesn't smoke.
No refrigeration required.
It's dry cured.
There go 2.0. Room temperature bacon.
Is the tie that's about to pop out smell like bacon as well?
No,
Okay.
but it does look like bacon. I have a bacon tie. I have a bacon tie.
Very shiny bacon.
Thank you, KB3PXR. I'm freaking out right now, my bacon arrived warm. Don't worry, we haven't been bacon bribing the USDA or running some shady spoiled bacon ring. There's a much simpler explanation for this anomaly. Uber bacon is dry cured. Yes, this is exciting. Why? Because dry cured bacon is super bacon. You can store it without refrigeration for a few months, although we recommend keeping it in the refrigerator. Really, where else are you going to store it? Also, it doesn't splatter and shrivel like grocery store bacon. Say goodbye to bacon shrinkage. To top it off, each slab is hand rubbed, aged, and slow smoked the old-fashioned way. Enjoy. EatUberBacon.com. And it tells you how to cook it. I'll just leave the card there. It's the whole thing. Another envelope. I'm gonna set the bacon over here.
It's also from CP3PS5.
This is from
Oh, is that what I
PBT
think it
Extra?
is?
How do you know?
I know.
Is that what I think it is?
Yes.
Okay.
See, this is one of those Euromills where the office girls know it's a thing before I do.
It's my job.
What the hell is this?
It's poop
What?
shirt.
What the hell is this? This doesn't feel good already.
It's not.
It's not.
I really gotta be careful what I say when there's a camera rolling. This is my life now. This is my life now.
It's an appropriately colored shirt.
I just wanted to have a poo.
I enjoy how low effort it is, that it's left alone.
Just wanted to have a poo. So for those of you that don't know, the other day I had finished my workout. I was officing. I was like, hey, I'm gonna have a poo and I'll be down to rock out. And the world went sideways with like 3 different crises in a row, 2 of which were complete bullshit. And I just wanted to have a poo. And nobody would let me have a poo. And I was sad. This is from Mark D. Allen. I don't know what it is. It's not poo. It's
Micropoo.
10 100 microfarad 16 volt capacitors. I'm just going to leave them in the bag because I got a feeling those are kind of tiny. There's a lot of little widget bits. Thank you, Mark.
They were on horses.
Oh, this is an end thing. Okay, because I'm like,
I
what did we
think
do
those
back?
are actually for the amplifier I've been working on for like ever on end.
Oh, find out.
Gotta remember.
Okay. There's a lot of viewer mail. Light days when there's a lot. Hey! Doesn't say who sent it, but it's a tube bender, which is cool. We will use the hell out of this. It's for, doesn't say what size it's for, but it's either for half or 9/16. Probably half. Looks like half. That one's strong. Yeah, this goes to high voltage. What?
It's purdy.
It is purdy. This is the primary chromoform tubing bender.
It's rain.
It's raining.
Oh yeah, it's raining
A
out.
lot of rain.
We're doing a thunderstorm warning.
This was the snow we were supposed to get.
Geek Group / Chris Boden / Reader Mail. Welcome to Reader Mail.
Is it from?
Somebody who doesn't understand that television is a visual medium.
Maybe they're making a dig at how often the live stream is happening.
Ooh, could be. It's from Gregory in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Ah yes, Gregory.
Well, I don't say last names on the live stream. As a rule, it's just, you know, people do appreciate some level of privacy. Gregory the Master Taper in Minnesota.
Huh.
Comes with a thermal barrier.
2 thermal barriers. And a novel.
Chris, hope you can use these little items from Los Alamos, New Mexico. I got them from the old Black Hole Surplus when they were shutting down, and it seems you might actually have a use for these. Regards, Greg Cotton. Thank you, sir. $225 watts, values from 30 megs up to 400 megs. These are some very nice resistors. Yeah.
Yay.
They're really nice. This is 100 megohm, 20%. There's a whole collection in here, beautifully packaged. I'm not going to take them all out. They include some ends. This is really cool. This is way better than a poop shirt. I'm watching you.
But it's colored like poop.
Batman, if you would please, these go into high voltage. Mr. Kindle is going to be very happy about these. I'm just going to pull a couple out. This one's 100 meg, 20%. This one's 50 meg ohm. Yeah, we're going to use the hell out of these. This is high voltage horn. $50 meg. Yeah, these are really nice. Little spider all the way from New Mexico. He's freaking out. It's a long walk home, dude. Alright, I think that's it. Be very careful with that, please. That's it! Alright, everyone, that's lunch, and Batman is back with the special fitting. Over lunch,
You want to put a price on that? I
I'm
already told you that.
This one?
Yeah,
20 bucks.
it's 35.
35 bucks for that.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Yeah.
You know, in theory.
You just put it on and let it go.
Just
Yeah.
put it on, it'll let it out.
There valves like this. I'm gonna find a better one, but this was one I just grabbed. It's a high flow, normally hydraulic, but it'll work for air.
Okay.
It goes from 0 to 2,000 psi.
Alright.
So
Should
we
be
just
fine. So we
slowly
just
crank it
gotta
up.
find one that's in good shape.
Yeah, that's.
And-
I just quickly grabbed it off.
And
the
you
shelf.
gotta make sure that you're
Close
in.
all the way.
Yeah.
I gotta spend some time digging through my air parts because I know I have
Alright.
one.
Make it happen. Yeah, you want hydraulic rated, not air rated.
Right.
Because ridiculous pressures.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Alright, guys, that's viewer mail. Thank you, everyone. Against it. I want a crowbar in here. Lever against this bolt. I want to pull on it. Okay.
Okay.
So I need something big with a half-inch hole through the middle of it. Casey, you got something big with a half-inch hole through the middle of it?
Descriptive enough to do that. He wants a leather with bolts. Oh.
So now we can get any of those.
You got any robot parts sitting around with a half-inch hole?
Get big crowbar, please. And block of wood.
There should be a couple on the bench I brought in.
That's got potential. Cool. Casey, come here, please. Yes. Now, we cannot occlude that line because the inside of that's going to move. So hold the block over there, please. Batman, come here. Holding that exactly there, full hard. That pin is for serious in there. That's the best idea I had using simple mechanics, because if this can come out, that's the way it's going to come out.
This would be a slide
Maybe this is where we find out it actually screws in. You just 2 jam nuts and a wrench, and this comes right out. All right, we got to start on that then. Let's see if we can disconnect that end.
These are way farther apart.
Big pair of channel locks.
I wouldn't stand right there, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't stand anywhere near what's going on right now.
Wait, stop. Release pressure. Give me a 2x4.
That'll do.
You need way bigger pliers than that.
He was squeezing out. That's why we told you not to stand right the hell there.
You've made it much harder for me to do what I was
The
doing.
wood's too thick. You want a smaller piece of wood, but you want something to back up the other sides.
It was working. You just needed to move out of the way.
Try it. I'm gonna stand on this side.
Yep.
Alright. I need another number 20 like this one.
Okay.
Actually, I have another one.
Really had to take that.
Back, find an Allen wrench that fits that. And these. There's a ring of small bolts around. Yep. Find you a wrench that fits those, please.
Okay.
It'll be one of the gray ones.
Where did our wrench collection?
It's all in the tool cart right there.
All right.
Except for the ones
There's
that are
that
right
big
next to
one
it.
right
Yeah.
That was a short little bit.
Give me a. Oh, hey, this one.
There's a bigger threading right there. You can see it very much so it would actually push against something.
Yay!
Do you want to try that before?
Yeah, it's bigger now.
And you have to
Well,
pull the snap ring before it'll do that.
yeah. See.
This is gonna suck in a second. Or not.
All right.
Good job.
That's an impressive snap ring right there.
That's belt buckle snap ring right there. I still don't know how we're going to get on these. We got two big ones way in. We won't be able to cheat about it. All right, so this isn't held here.
Hey, that actually worked once.
Now that's a bearing. Big red crowbar.
You think we can just pop the shock off?
I'm hoping. If we can't, worst case is we have to take this whole thing apart. Take them out.
Yes, sir. Do we have a brake fit in here, Batman?
Hmm?
The breaker, brake bar? We'll fit inside of here.
It wiggles a
No, you'd
little
have to
bit.
use the extension and the socket version. There should be a socket version of it.
Look at that. That doesn't move at all.
Yeah, I don't think that bearing's going. We're gonna have to drift the
Big hammer.
the
Big
pin out.
single-handed sledgehammer. Maybe we can bump that.
I think it's got to go the other.
It's got to go this way because
Go
it
that way.
tapers. So that hole's bigger than that hole, so it's going that way. It's a really big bearing.
Oh yeah.
It's a sexy, sexy bearing. we're trying to get this off. And if we can't get this off here, we have to get that through it. And if we get that through it, then this actually makes a lot easier. Big one would be to get this disconnected from that, but we haven't figured out how to do that yet. And we think it needs heavy equipment that we simply don't have. Either really heavy or really specialized equipment. And if we had a wrench that fit this, we could just unscrew this from here and just pop it out. But it requires a very narrow wrench that's in an oddball big size.
Out, that one?
Yeah, smack that right there. Good news is when you actually hit it, it moves.
Doesn't look like it's moving from my end.
Hey, KC? Yeah? You want to come smack this thing? Oh, hey. Give me that red one again. It's loose. Tap on that ever so gently. You see any movement?
No, not really.
Okay. We got about an 1/8 inch out of it here. That big crack wasn't there earlier.
There you go.
Now it's twice the crack. Yeah, you're moving the pin. See?
Yeah, that looks like the same exact distance as the bin.
Yeah? Oh, hey. That might work. Hand, when you do that, hit this hand outside this ring. So if you slip, you don't smack your knuckles. Thoughts? Because at this point, I do have another idea.
What's that?
Take those 4 nuts off. Because we can take this apart, there's no pressure in it. That's not going to get us anything. It's not going to get us anything taking nuts off. Because we're not up against the end of the cylinder. We're up against the hardware stop. We'd have to pull that out further to get that apart. So one end would have to be free. It won't get us anything.
Big one's all the way out right now?
No, loose.
Okay.
Loose.
Just those.
Yeah, just get a burner loose.
Thinking of something we can use to put up against here, use a much larger sledgehammer than this.
What do you want to put there? Big piece of aluminum?
Yeah, a big piece of something.
I can go with aluminum.
No,
It's kind of small.
it's putting your we got that Amco. Actually, I have.
Okay. What size, right?
Big?
Really big.
Alright.
You got it.
It was just that angle.
It's the sound of victory.
It is. Isn't it beautiful? something else here that looks kind of like a pipe, so I'd like to go below it.
The top pipe.
Anything that was
That's
in
the air in, yeah, so, or the fill, the bottom's the drain.
Is not anything to worry about.
No, you can take that pipe right out.
Do you care about the small bolts that are around the ring right now? You want those
Get
out?
them all
or
broken loose.
Just loose.
Yep.
Okay.
You can break everything loose at this point and we're cool.
All right.
We got anything to grab this really hard and spin it?
Grab? Is this narrow enough?
Can you get it in there?
No.
You know who we need here right now? ADE. You know what to do.
Yeah, I was running somewhere right here.
Do it. Excellent use.
Where do paper towels go?
Stopped on yellow.
Get out of the green shot. Still in green shot.
I would like to know how they got these in here. No clearance.
What are you hoping that'll do?
Don't know.
Are we sure?
But it's two parts that aren't on the robot anymore.
Attempt something.
I've got like two left.
Oh shit!
Stress exercise. Okay. Anything at all?
Wait, let me start a new
No,
clip.
same 1/8 inch cap I had before. Can somebody unscrew this?
Probably need the same wrench that fits on the piston.
No, but you do need a really big adjustable wrench.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Ooh.
This is kind of a neat little tank.
There should be a diaphragm inside there.
Just has a lot of fine threads, okay.
Hang on. Put it back in.
Okay.
Make sure it's open.
What is?
Yeah, it's open, but put it all the way back in. I just want to make sure it's open. Give me another wrench for that. Or not. Wrench. Let's find out. No, small. I want to make sure that there is absolutely no pressure anywhere in here, and it's an abundance of caution. Bigger. I've met you before. Wonderfully uneventful. Alright, I'm going to take this off.
No,
Your wrench
that's
fits
fine.
that. Cheater bar, or just pull on it. Yeah, it's in there. Take it out. I know it's safe because I can see the top of it.
Yes.
Now that's going to have oil in it when you take it out. So just dump it right in the bucket.
Still feels like it weighs a ton.
It's probably got a fair bit of oil in it, but we'll have to take out, it's on the other side of the diaphragm. Yeah. Alright, so that's that bit. Batman, take the gauge off, take this off. Let's take apart every piece we can. We're going to have to cut through something somewhere. But let's make that the smallest possible piece. Casey and Beck, please get this motor out. The Axis 1 motor. Up, up. I am going up.
Oh no, that's to activate it. You're right. You're right. These are, yeah. You're right.
Take the gauge off. Oh,
Sure, that was just, I'm pretty sure it's a bleed off valve.
that's an overpressure emergency danger thing. Oh, nice little pressure gauge. Oops. Okay, take this out. I have a nice pressure gauge.
You want to hold the bucket up?
I'll hold the bucket.
Well, actually, this is going to do the same thing.
No, there won't be any oil on that side. It leaked in the accumulator, it didn't leak in the cylinder. You know how you know? That would pass oil, that's a vent.
Oh.
That's like one of those aquarium
I see
air
it,
stones.
yeah.
Sometimes they're used as a muffler. Here, it's just used to keep from getting schmutz sucked into the cylinder. I think you need a socket.
I probably will need a
I
socket.
think you need a really big socket. It's alright, you need to get the sockets anyway, because we're going to take these off. I'm going to take every part of the cylinder apart until I can't take anything more apart. Yeah, that's a big heavy one.
In a weird spot.
It is, and it's got oil on it. Not too much.
$35 for the base, wasn't it?
Base.
Ooh, that's a win. It's 15/16 millimeters. It says 15/16, so I know it's metric. It must be 15/16 millimeters.
Just got loosened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Jack, can you give me that half-inch drive ratchet you had? Or breaker bar? That'll do.
Break bars right behind you.
No. The actual part that goes into the socket is the breaker.
Oh.
That's a cheater guy.
What size do you need?
Half-inch drive. That one right there. That's the one right there. That's a half-inch drive. Pull the Allen key part out. You just need the
This.
handle. There we go.
This is half an inch. They come in 4 fundamental sizes: 1/4 inch, 3/8, or yeah, 1/4, 3/8, half, and 3/4. They make them bigger than that, but you won't see them often. In fact, 3/4 is kind of
We
rare.
have a 1-inch drive.
We have a 1 inch?
We have to get it for the fire truck.
For what?
For the axle wrench, remember?
Oh.
That's pretty
Yeah, quit doing that.
pipe. Das pipe.
What was that you were saying about my tiny one? Yeah, your tiny man.
You need to come in now.
Archimedes.
It's possible it's not involved underneath the account.
Here, you pulled the nut, not the rod.
I was still fighting pretty hard. This is pipe.
It's possible there's another one to be accounted for.
No, it moves. I just can't get underneath what you
But the hammer with the core.
strapping.
How would you grab it?
It's that rubber strapping. It's got enough grip to. The rubber bands we have are too flexible.
And the other ones were just 4 volts all along. We were positive.
Yes,
Okay, okay.
look right here.
Yeah, we.
Yep.
That's the 6th of those we've taken out.
Yep.
We got it down.
I wonder if we could just take it.
Did he walk off with the cheater bar?
It's on the
Forklift.
Oh, okay.
Steve, you can keep getting close up, but I'm gonna call this time lapse
Okay.
at the moment. Because this has just been twiddling bolts for 45 minutes.
I'm just curious if we can take out the plate that's on with the. No. Do not want to, okay. We could pry the bigger bar against this, just hold it back and try this one a little bit.
Just not for nothing. Are there the little slidey holes under that?
No.
It's worth a shot. We've only seen it on like one motor, but it was worth a shot.
I know, I was hoping for it. But no, I got nothing.
Here. If you pull, I can try to get this over.
Okay, so where you've just put that, you can get no leverage because you're gonna go up against a piece of metal.
Yeah.
It's casting. You need to go at the corner,
This corner, not the edge. Okay.
if possible.
Okay.
Three.
No.
Down the hard one. This is gonna suck. Oh, this sucks in 3 flavors.
No.
Oh yeah,
That's
definitely 3
stubborn.
flavors of suck.
I'm gonna have to call Batman in. Okay, look, you can see shiny, so we have dislodged it a little bit.
Oh, it's moved.
See?
It's moved about a 1/4 inch.
It's moved.
You got a little hammer? Give me that. Give me that, sir. Thank you. No, that's too little. I need a little bigger hammer, but not by much. I need.
Second.
What are you trying to do?
Pump
You
that onto
need-
there.
This hammer?
No. Shiny gold. That one over here. A lot more hammer than I needed.
It'll do. Shit.
It moved. Moved 10 degrees, but it moved. KC,
Yeah.
we got a ratchet wrench. I can get a 3/8" drive ratchet wrench, preferably with a long handle.
Not a half-inch drive.
1/2 inch drive ratchet wrench. that gland. Oh, give me that, please.
Steve, come around or something.
Try from the other side.
Take the tops, pull 2 of the caps for the cover. No. Pull 2 of the screws and use them as lifting nuts.
Too big? Nope, just right. Yes, sir.
Now, what am I going to do that?
That's your problem. I'm not sure if these are going to go deep enough. They might strip when you try that.
Where's that big red crowbar Batman had? The one-handed red crowbar.
It might be on the tool shelf.
Right here.
Alright, smoosh. Yep. Oh, I might be using them. Not these ones, Don't see anything else that looks like them. But you're going to tap something into the holes.
Nope.
Okay.
That's right.
I need to.
We're going to have to move on. He's going to have to come.
Clear wheels.
As far as order, there's an arm right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Do I reach from here or do I come in from the side?
Let's see.
Probably.
That's what I was
Come down.
I just want to make sure I didn't hit you in the head.
Come
Hey,
forward.
Batman, go both on one fork.
Both on one board.
That for it?
Yeah. Because you're going to have to look straight up.
Line line?
Yeah, you're pretty good.
Alright. Straighten, so I'm pulling straight up on the fork.
You want to boom in.
In.
So that's out.
Oh.
Okay, there you go.
You happy there?
Yes.
Okay. Coming up.
Okay.
Clear that wire.
Nope.
Hit the wire pop.
Yeah.
Sure did.
Okay. Well, I got nothing.
These are lifting eye ports.
What was the bolt cap made of?
This was plastic.
Oh, never mind.
These look like lifting eyes.
Sure, but I don't have any eye hooks or anything. Metric.
Yeah, that's probably metric. I got a handful of standard ones. That's fine.
This is why I did this.
You know what you want.
Stopped on yellow.
Take one of the screws, the corner screws out of the motor, replace it with two eye bolts.
Well, see, that's the thing is we have ports for eye bolts. I just don't know if I have any eye bolts.
Like we have a ton of metric eye bolts lying around.
Totally. We're just
We're a science center. Of course they're
Swimming in metric eye.
Stop in there. Keep green going.
okay, Casey.
Yeah. Next idea is some bolts and a piece of unistrut. What?
You're the heavy equipment mechanic. Give me some insight here. I've taken off every piece I possibly could. Like everything I could figure out how to get off, I got off. And I said before, even if I take top off, I'm still going to be stuck in there. I got half of an idea. I'm trying to figure out the other half. I have to get past the hardware stops. We're on a hardware stop right now.
Take off the hardware stuff. Pretty sure.
Yeah, we should be able to.
Let's-
If we were to turn the arm back up, we would.
Let's slip the arm all the way back the other way. Push this down under there. Batman, clear that sling. Oh, it's not hooked to anything, is it?
How am I going to do that?
All right. I'm going to pick up the arm and flip it all the way over backwards.
You're going to look at
This is going to be a great idea. Casey,
Yeah?
everything's going to be fine. Ready to come up?
Yeah, the gland on there's stuck where it is. I don't know how you got it off.
It's moving.
There you go. Nope. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm going to need a hammer to get this gland back around.
Does the gland have an issue?
Well, you're about to hit it.
Oh.
Put this clip on RO down.
You're not lined up.
Too far.
No, it's out of alignment. This has to go up. It's kicked that way.
What?
It's kicked. See? Alright, I know how to do it. I've totally figured it out. Batman,
What?
come on over on this side. I have got this.
Totally. You got it.
I got it all worked out. Casey, we got to take out this bolt right here, and then I'm going to let the arm down a little bit. We're going to take out a second bolt. I'm going to secure the arm better so it's more safer. But there's a bolt there and a bolt there, and there may be one here. We got to take those out and remove the hardware stop. Once we remove the hardware stop, we're going to extend the arm all the way down. Once the arm goes all the way down, that'll come out the end. Ta-da! Yeah!
This could happen.
All right. Somebody get ready to sling the arm.
you doing it the way we
Yeah, I'm gonna do it the way we first did. You good? Okay, I'm backing away.
Man, you messed up the paint job. Racing straight was that.
I'm in action.
Come on, you rock.
Happy there?
Yeah.
Alright. Parking brake. She's good. Cool. Alright. Now, that's safe and secure. We gotta pop that one out. That's gonna be a 14 if I'm right.
Yep.
Pop that one. Look at the rest. I don't think we can get any more here.
Who's got the dingus?
What's the difference?
The extension of the adapter.
Let me know when that window lines up to there, okay? Pull it.
It's there.
Yeah, okay. Now, did the hardware stop plate move? There's got to be another bolt. Yeah, there's one more. All right, we got to come down further.
Good.
You good? All right. Melissa, do you have any dead batteries yet?
I've already taken one upstairs and put another one in my pocket. I'm on my last one.
So you got one on the charger, one in it.
And one dead in my pocket.
I can hold the camera if you want, we're upstairs.
I just put it on the charger. The second battery didn't even go a full clip.
That should be it.
All right, can you remove that plate?
I don't know. Up here, sir. And I'm gonna need to go all the way up to this.
Yeah, I wonder if we just take the arm off and hopefully the rest of it just kind of pops out with it.
I wouldn't bet on that. Besides, either way, we got. Hey, while we've got it in this position, take out all the screws you can see.
Let's see what
I can see it, but I can't get to it.
You gotta go down.
Stopped on yellow.
closer.
I do want to be closer.
Find me the impact driver with the 14. Are these 14? Whatever one fits that. Oh, sorry. There's a shiny thing.
Okay, the one already on it.
Cool. Thank you. No.
You're fine, I'm not rolling.
Good
I
luck.
can't get to that. Bring it up and I
Can
can
you
get to that.
Okay.
Come on, come on.
Sure you can.
Yes, you can.
One more. Probably not on that one.
Can you do anything with that?
I don't think so. No, that's all the way. As far as I can go.
Let me see if I can do anything with it.
No.
Impact driver says your mother.
You get a 1/2-inch drive extension with a 1/2-inch handle.
Straight away, the single here would work.
That. Nothing. Nothing over there.
No, there's possibly pins in there. We can't get to it within the position that it's in.
Okay. So we got to go up and over. And we can't get that out with this in the way, so let's go up and over. Keep that safe. You're driving, okay? Okay, ready to go up?
Yep.
I'm gonna pull right out of the sling.
No, just lift the damn thing.
I can't. I'm lifting from low like that.
You didn't even try, so.
Talk to me, Casey.
Oh.
Good there?
Where's it freaking working out of that?
Screw on the other side there.
Yeah, this one can keep.
Okay.
Forward.
Yep.
Batman, watch your head.
You're on the stop.
Hey,
Eh? With the front one?
yeah.
Alright. Batman, you driving.
Forward.
There.
Down forward. About there will be good. Come down. Alright, boom in. In. Alright, come forward a bit more. Alright. Up easy. You have tension?
Got a motor. Yep. Good job, Batman in the Unistrut. Nice, all yours. Okay, thank you, sir. It's been lovely chatting with you. I'll be back sometime. You back? Sure. Yeah. We'll land that on the pallet for you. We'll land that on the pallet for you. Your job is take swing on.
Yep.
Right in that hole. Slide the sling right off. Clear.
Try smacking the pin the other way.
Maybe.
Forklift's back.
How come we haven't tried slamming the pin the other way?
Huh? What?
Smacking the pin the other way.
Because it's bigger on this end than it is on that end. Tapers down here.
Neat.
So I know it goes that way.
Little jackhammer.
Any ideas? Smack it. Smack it one time.
What went in here?
Huh?
What went in here? Could we possibly use
Just a
that
bolt.
threading to pull it? No.
We
Okay. That's on the inside of your case.
tried that. That was like 3 hours ago we tried that. It was a good idea. No, I tried it on the one.
And if I'd showed up on time, I would have known.
Yeah, see? 3 hours ago, you'd have been ahead of your time. It's moving.
Yeah?
Yeah. In the most awkward way imaginable, but it's moving.
I just need enough room.
That's not what that tool is for. Hey,
I know.
dude yesterday told me about smacking tool steel on tool steel.
I'm fully aware.
Hey, guy told me about that. Try that maybe. What am I going to do with that? I don't know. Figure it out. Helpful that end. I use that.
Can we back the forklift out of here?
Huh?
We would have so much more room if the forklift wasn't here.
Yeah. KC,
Yeah.
stick it in the track and wiggle it. Yeah, it's.
Really not going well.
All right. What screws can we reach from here that we couldn't before? We got all the screws we can reach?
Yeah.
They're all out?
Yes.
Are there any screws left?
A lot.
A lot. Where? Okay. What do we got to do to reach those screws?
Take the cylinder off so we can rotate the arm more than.
Well, getting this out is the key to being able to move it. Hey. Take that out. That big one right there. You loosened it already, right? Is it a 14?
You want both of them out?
Yep. Is it a 14?
Oh,
It
it's
was large.
2 screws held from the other side.
It's bigger than 14.
This is.
There's 2 big screws in there.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of places in a robot where there's 2 screws. Usually it's a whole ring. That bottom screw and the top screw might be to hold the blocks. No,
No?
that's the wrong shape. That's not a screw or a bolt, that's a plug. You've just pulled a pair of oil plugs. Okay, my hope was this robot's designed for 2 fundamental mounting forms, upright and inverted.
Yeah.
There's also a wall one, but usually it's upright or inverted. That might have been the holder for this, and the other one is for when the arm's inverted, was my thinking. There's 2 fewer oil plugs in it. It's ventilated now. Axis 2 is the supreme bitch. Everything else sails. Axis 2 is the problem child. All right, Casey. Get a saw. That's the best idea I got. If we can't cut through the shaft, we can cut through the butt. I think so. Looks cast. Or it's forged. It's cast. Let's see if we cut through it. It's gonna suck and it's gonna ruin a blade, but it's only 1.25 inches. How hard can it be? Let's see if we can put a dent. Somebody cuts it, they had to make it that long. Yeah. You got a carbide saw blade? No. Because that'd be handy about now. Let's see if we can do it. Need some help with that? Forklift help, or can we just flip it? Here. Okay, I'll get the forklift.
Casey, look at this. It's got like something eccentric off of these. I don't know if it's. This here's another strip on the side. I don't know if it's really going or not. I wonder if it might be for actually.
How are you gonna move this now?
Move what? Move what? Am I gonna pull it back?
Yeah.
Physics.
Okay. Physics it up then.
Doubt me.
Want these?
Yep. A little bit of physics in one of those. No.
No. Just wrap it.
You can drive that, right? Drive that.
I can also push your safety thing.
Darren, please don't do that. Mike, can't.
Darren, you picking your nose again? I don't mind that you pick your nose, but you freak her out when you eat it. Do we have another side? Yes, we do. Back up. You may ask yourself, but Boden, how ever will you pull that over? Back up. Not that easy. Reach behind you and give me a beaner.
No?
No? No beaner? Really? Really? That man always keeps a couple beaners hiding on the forklift. Alright. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab a carabiner.
got 10-foot straps.
Yeah, I like the little ones. They make me feel good. Besides, I use the nice big pretty ones for my boat. KC! Take her back easy and don't hit the box. Cage. That's good. Hey, stop.
Not the way we expected that to move.
Pull the motor out.
We took the Axis 1 motor
We
out.
just took the motor out.
Physics.
If you keep pulling, you'll probably get to A2 eventually.
Yeah, go. Pull. Stop.
You know, if I just keep going this way, I could probably pull the arm off.
If you keep going, well, yeah.
Keep going
let's
strong,
not-
like I
let's
was
not
with
do that.
Steve.
Well, that was fun.
Put the A1 motor back on.
No.
So obviously I know the least here, but with the arm bent back like that, why can't we just pick the whole thing up?
You can, but what are we going to get by picking the whole thing up?
Get it out of the way.
Spot for a new robot.
If all I was a spot for a new robot, I'd come in with a forklift yesterday, pick the thing up, toss it in the dumpster. But, you know, it's a little bit bigger than that. Come to me.
Stop rolling for now.
Stop on your lawn. We'll roll video for staring at a bolt for 2 hours, but we actually start using heavy equipment. Everybody wants to turn cameras on.
Cameras were off for the bolts too.
In fact, we've been rolling all day. We're saving a ton of battery.
I'm the one that's concerned about battery.
I need this out. Okay. Can you get that out? See if you can get that out. Casey, come in here and yell at this a little bit. Big is good.
What's over there?
That one right there by the side. Alan, just I don't like them, Mom.
Guess you're gonna have to wake them up. Can you get to move it all?
I see movement, but it might be my imagination.
Oh, that moved.
It's moving. Where did Casey's wrench go?
What?
Your wrench. Just need something flat and straight.
Oh, no, my wrench? Get out of here, he's bent.
That'll be fine. Just need something to smack against. That should be just fine.
No, we're not. No, we're not. It'll be okay. The cat's here. get to go legal wiggling access one. Hey, back.
Sir?
It's great to lose every bullet you can see.
That's very fun. Okay.
You've done it before. It's all the same sizes as in here.
Alright. Grab that breaker bar with the big end.
Pretty sure this is all gonna be time lapsed.
So each spot where a bolt went through,
Go
there's a
back.
pin going into the robot as well. That's why it's being so steady.
Cool.
That makes sense for the thing that stops it.
That's it.
I always think I'm wrong when I'm right, and the rest of the time I think I'm right and try not to be anyway. GR. Who's hiding?
If it's like everything else in here, once it moves a little bit, it'll move a lot.
I've moved it about a quarter inch on one end.
Yeah?
Yeah, look at the gap. I can actually get the crowbar in there. Can you hand me the red one?
Red one?
The red pry bar.
Yeah, let me find
It's got a bit of a kick on it. Maybe that'll...
Try that. Oh yeah. Oh, that's lovely. Yep. It's everything you want it to be. Now, hang on a second. Back.
Sir.
Move your cheetah bar, please. When he pops that, that might fall down.
Okay.
I want you to not be in there when that happens. Because this is the hardware stuff, so.
Yeah.
I've run out of bend. So bloody close.
Here. Right. You hold that, I'll hold this. You where you want to be?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Get it. Do that. All right. There. 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 There.
Oh, that's... Oh, hey, now you got... No, flip it around. Oh, okay. So close.
So close. Come red. Such a dirty face.
It's loose at the top. Alright, we got... The bottom isn't loose because the arm's resting against it.
Not by... It's... Yeah, shit. Well... Not much.
Can you push it up 6 inches?
No.
Niet.
Oh, Batman! Alright.
This is rotating.
Yeah, no, he moved it up.
Move the axis.
Oh, hey, I thought books.
Casey! Push that up another 3-4 inches. Keep going. There's bolts here that are only accessible through a pair of ports when that comes into alignment. There's 2 bolts on the back.
Am I off enough for you?
Yeah, you gotta be off the side.
Yeah, there it is.
Get out. Alright, now, there's another 2 bolts. There's a whole series of hidden bolts inside it. There's 2 holes. Go all the way back. Actually, no, come to you a little bit.
Come to me.
Come to you a little bit. Stop, right there. All right. We're gonna have to take those 2 bolts out and then index it, and then take 2 bolts out and
I
index
don't
it.
think we really,
Indexing
it
is
should
gonna
be,
be
we
fun.
pop these last 2 bolts that were into the stop thing, I bet that arm will come out.
I think there's a whole bunch of bolts on the inside of this,
Yep.
and they put windows to get to them.
We thought the same thing on the other access, and that's not how it came up.
Every set of planetary gears that we've had have had bolts on both sides.
Okay.
It was the outside bolts that took the part off.
All right.
We had that with the other axes.
That damn thing.
It's like it's meant to stop a robot.
Yeah. All right, let's get the bolts out. What can we reach? There's one here.
I think that's the last one. Just
No, he's got a few more.
Damn it.
There's a few at the top too.
That's not good.
What? What?
the whole pin circling out.
What pin's coming out?
The gland. Could you move the gland?
Oh, the whole fucking gland's coming.
Oh, that.
You want to. I can't hold it up much longer.
You don't have
Set it
to.
down.
Just leave it. All right, let's take out the ones we can reach, and then we'll move it, and we'll worry about that as we go. But if we're really lucky, when we flip it over, that might just come apart.
Chris, if you're not working on it, move over.
I need that's 14 mil.
No, it's, should be the 14. Yeah, I need 14.
Yeah, they're 14.
Well, I had it. I don't know where it is now. Sorry.
Tool check.
It's a big Allen wrench.
That's it right there.
That's it. We'll need that in a cheater bar.
Right here.
All right, back to it.
Push up, push up.
Do that again.
Sometimes it takes 2 to remember.
It takes 2 to remember.
Do we have any more after that?
Yeah, oh yeah.
There's one
Yeah,
more
there's
down
one over
there,
there.
and there's 3 on the top.
One over there, which I think we can get at.
Okay, back in the future, I don't want your fingers to cross this magic line. You
Yes,
don't
sir.
go in there. Okay. Once they're broken loose, we'll use the driver to pop them out.
Yep, that's nice. That one will not be reached yet.
All right, let's move it, and
Well, the only direction I can move it that way.
that's the way we want to go.
Okay.
We just want to make sure we've got every screw as we go around. So
I'll push to make sure you're not rotating axis 1.
stop.
What am I on?
You came up against us, so come up a little. And go. You're good.
You're not like
You gotta watch with this.
I can see it.
you're okay, I can't just hold it like that.
Can we try to see if these arms are? Because if these are on thread, we can get like the rest of the thing assembled.
Yeah, we'd have to spin. Forklift.
Idea?
Muscle it right on over.
You just
Came out of that hole and go back.
line up.
Can we get a general cleanup around Jeff before we go forward?
Yeah, sure.
We keep tripping out. Thank you.
you had before? Down through the
Oh,
arm?
down through the arm.
Yeah. I don't know if that'll help because I think that's going to want to lift it the wrong way.
Yeah,
Alright, keep doing that when you're done.
I'm picking up the whole robot. Alright, we're going to have to sling it around the top. Pull your sling. Wrap around the neck. Loop under the hardware stop. On the inside. There you go. Hey, Batman? What? Come here. Put the end of that sling over my fork. Slide it all the way up.
Let's get that robot. There it is.
You're slipping.
Yeah. How am I doing on that cylinder?
You've got one bolt.
It's kind of pushed itself back in.
Yeah?
So, yeah. For the most part.
Two bolts.
Okay.
Good. Alright, that'd be a good
Alright.
place to stop for those
Stop.
bolts.
We get 3 bolts.
Now,
Alright.
you keep the fork truck hanging it.
I've got tension on it for safety.
you.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Get those two.
I don't know if the bar is going to fit in here.
Keep your fingers out of there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. There's a lot of mass and
Yep,
tension and motion here. And
definitely.
Where's the impact?
This one. That's right for you, Batman. This is gonna fit. 2. Those are both ready for you.
Break that one.
Yep.
Get in there. I might have to move the arm a little bit more.
No, I think the arm's good. I want the arm to just stay there. All yours.
Alright, the arm's got to just come back just like a little bit.
To
Just
you?
bring it down. Yeah, bring it down a little bit.
okay. Move that.
He did.
Oh.
He's got it.
All right. Okay. Check the bolts. How many are left?
Sticking upright, so we
I
gotta go.
We gotta go forward.
Yeah, go forward as you can.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna pop the strap off. Now I need you to leave that strap there, grab another.
You want it through the...
I want to anchor the bar. Just anchor on the bar. No, on the forklift, on the lift head. Grab here, around this. And then hook those two straps together. I got a big metal dinger for that.
It's on the other one, I think.
You're asking a lot of that meter. You're the one who picked it. You good? Attention, clear line.
Alright.
Whoa, whoa.
They weren't all three of our bolts.
That's alright, I got a plan.
Bring it back up like an inch. Well, hold on.
Yeah, I think we've got
Stop
access to a
everything
lot
for a
right
minute.
now. Oh. That would be useful to get rid of.
You have to watch the entire piston. No wonder.
I can go lower.
Now?
Well, no. Don't go lower. If these rods are threaded on the other end, if we can get.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we can't turn them easily.
Where's the pipe wrench?
Well, I had the giant one.
Grab that pipe wrench behind the stool.
If I go down further, that'll come out.
All right, go ahead and go down further.
Because there's no hardware stuff.
Yeah, don't.
Don't.
Back up there.
Almost. Yes! And there goes all the oil.
Wait for this!
Bucket.
We're on the ground. That's beautiful.
That gets us a couple of them. Yeah, so we can get two. Third one's still right there. Oh,
I
there's
thought I saw another down there. Yeah.
Well, the arm is safe and stable now, so go nuts. Because we'll take out everything we can, then I'll pick it up and we'll get the ones we can't.
Oh, those are pipes.
Steven, you're on camera.
There's another one still right there.
Yeah, that's
good.
right. We'll have to tip it back up to you. Piston came apart, Casey.
That one we will not access. This one, maybe. Yes.
Break the two that you can reach, or three you can reach.
Yes. That is the plan. Here, driver.
Whatever. All right, so now we gotta swing it back.
He just disappeared.
Sorry,
You don't have
it's got to go up. So you want to drive, Casey? Okay. The piston's free now, so that's the plus part. So the spring, just lift it straight up. Should be. All right. Pause there. Go up just a little bit more.
Yeah. Touch more.
All right. Pause there. Go ahead and break that one.
Yes, sir.
Now we got the invisible line again because now it's up.
Do we just have the one left after that?
Should be.
Just gotta figure out how to wedge the whole thing off sideways.
We've got one left.
All right. Up, Casey.
Where's she going?
Keep going up. Keep going.
It's gonna be very up.
A little bit more.
A little bit.
Just like, there we go, right there. Stop. Break it. This should be the last bolt.
It should.
We should find a socket
Smaller
that fits
sheet.
that.
You can measure that later. Alrighty.
That it?
Should be it.
All right. No, just stay there a minute. Let me think this through.
Big hammer.
I think it's going to break right here. That seam. I think that's where it's going to pop. So,
Actually, no, because this hasn't moved at all. So my arm's not moving. It's kind of-
that doesn't move. This moves.
Right.
But this is the stationary
Oh,
part.
right.
This is what the bolts are holding in. The bolts hold this into that. So this is, it's going to
Yeah,
break
right.
here.
So it should pop.
So,
Hammer.
The
it's
event
going
is
to be
here.
a hammer job.
Smacking a little bit there.
Yeah. It's in the tool room? All right. It's in the tool
Top
room.
shelf in the back.
You found the right thing, though.
So we turn it till it's the stop and just use the forklift to ramp the arm
Then?
There's a small problem with that.
up. Just let it fall on the floor. You got 3 feet of floor here.
That's not the problem. Do you know where the stop is?
No.
Apparently it's further than that, we just learned.
Stop's right in front of my knee. It's that big black thing right,
Right,
there.
so you
That's
just
the stop.
Turn it
You
till
gotta
it's
come
the stop.
all the way around.
And then,
I
I don't see what the problem is.
You get a few 2x4s.
Alright.
I have an idea, but it's not fun.
Anybody got a Ouija board?
I've got an idea too. It's also not fun. You could pick up the robot, remount it 90 degrees, pick it up, and then wrap it.
No, my idea,
Do
the
that.
best idea I have, is we take out all those bolts that are hidden through the holes. Pop 2 bolts, index it. Pop 2 bolts, index it. Do, 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 do. That's a ton of bolts holding something on over there.
That is not fun.
It's not the easiest job in the world.
How are you going to do it?
What do you mean?
Or you can get a breaker.
We're using breaker bar
Yeah.
on an Allen.
You gotta just have an extension out with the socket version of the
Alright.
That's gonna suck.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
But those bolts are in an oil bath environment. They're pristine. They've never been kissed.
They're still gonna require.
They're gonna require a lot of torque, but they're not gonna be rusty and manky and stuff. So,
They still require this. I was doing the same thing with inside
All right.
access 4.
can we put this back in enough to, like, with 2 screws, just to hold the cover out of the way?
Try anyway.
And we'll start rocking our way through that. Batman, while those 2 are working on that, get a socket on that and take that big nut off.
Yep.
Because then we can get rid of the whole thing. We'll end up with just a shaft.
Alright, one up top.
Is it a
No, here.
Okay, that is a grease spot.
Darren, you can go back to recording.
Nope, I have not found threads. I'm not sure. It's
Hold on, let me see.
you're not in deep enough. Let me grab
Yeah,
my
just
shelf.
let it go.
Let it go.
You ready?
Yes.
I think we can get a pipe wrench.
Engagement, but it's way too slippery. Let me grab a wrench. Sorry.
Ah, that's what I was looking for. How you doing, a battery?
So far, so good. This is my last one. The first one isn't even done charging yet, but they're both up there.
Okay. You alright?
It seemed to be.
Everything's too slippery and nasty.
You got a socket that fits in?
Doubt it. Maybe.
See what you got. And do you have a smaller pipe wrench? Give me something about 18 inches.
This one's bigger.
Is this a cylinder? Is that anything in all the way?
There we go. That way?
That's like a 45 or something. Maybe 50.
We're on it.
It's gonna bite it.
I can't see behind it. I can see the holes. And I can't rotate it.
Yes!
Once it's in place, I can't rotate it.
Ah!
You're not going to get it now, not like that. I have to line up first. Before I get it in place because I can't rotate it right. And I can't rotate it once it's pressed up.
You still need the smaller one? Or?
The smaller one would be a good idea.
Try. Yeah, well, you're going to get your OCD
Okay,
fingers
sorry.
pinched if you... I had a cat foot to pop this off. Cat foot is crowbar and then
The little blue one?
yeah.
Does not get stolen on the other side.
Actually, no. Since I can't get this off, it shouldn't fall off.
Point.
Oh yeah, there's a whole.
Yeah. That's us.
That's a heavy wrench. That's a lighter wrench.
Why do we really need it on
We don't.
We need it down there so it stays out of the way while we access.
Well,
The
I
two
can't-
bolt
I can't
holes,
get
I
any
think.
bolt because you have to line it up perfectly before putting it back on
Okay,
because you can't rotate it once it's on.
makes sense.
So German
Can you
way?
get two bolts in there? Just
No, I can't. I
We
can't,
can't line it up then.
It's on a seal. It's pretty. I can't even pull it off by hand here.
Okay, so
Right
it's,
now?
it'll stay there?
Yeah,
Alright, well,
that's what I'm thinking. Oh,
Pop the two bolts you can reach.
What if we line this up into one of them
don't
as
worry
we
about it. This is fine. What's up?
Pop out the first two bolts you can reach.
Well, we still don't have the
What is it, the 14 millimeter?
I think so. Yeah. So you can get
Do you still want these bolts on then?
Bastard.
And then he did 3 more. They looked just like it.
Do you want a hand?
You want to do one? Go nuts. It's immensely rewarding.
Just
Changed
saying,
my
you're looking
life.
frustrated over there.
Everybody's frustrated. We're at the end of 2 days on an autopsy that we didn't think it'd take this long. The good side is it isn't going to be a 15-part video series. That's the best thing I got going for me right now. And really the thing that's kicking all of our asses is Axis 2.
What are you doing right now?
Trying to
She's
turn
popping
this.
the Axis 1 bolts free. What am I doing?
Is there an issue?
I'm taking these out. I'm getting rid of this crap
No, it's
here.
fine.
Okay.
I'm trying
Well,
to
you
get all
don't
the
have to worry
dangly
about
bits
it
out of our
because
way
they're
so we can swing
into
that
that
around a
one.
little
Oh,
bit
okay.
less encumbered.
Alright, where's the portion now? Oh, I'm sorry.
So not you.
I think,
Not
yeah,
sure if I
I think,
Can we just recite that Dylan Thomas poem for
She's got this set.
Okay.
You are useless. You are in. Did nothing.
Steve, do you know that Dylan Thomas poem? The don't go gently into the night one?
Rage against the dark, or the light.
Just feeling motivated.
That's easier.
I'm gonna need to fix this.
It's okay, they're in
The hell was that?
pristine
Breaking a bar?
oil
Jesus. You alright?
environment.
I might have
Must
pooped a
be-
little on that one. Are you doing that with the turbo?
No.
Oh god, it's one of those telescopic
You wanna
car.
use this?
Yeah.
Is that one of those crappy disposable tire irons?
Yeah.
We've really gone to the tire iron point on the robot.
Sure, why not?
I think we had to do that with Kevin too.
What? That's like what that was.
No, the bolt didn't break free. It broke
Oh!
out of the bolt.
Huh?
We broke our first bolt.
No. The bolt didn't. I'm just saying the noise and it was this breaking free of the bolt.
Oh.
Oh. This
So
all-
you
So
rounded the
even
bolt.
no.
I get what you're saying.
So even with all that force and the amount, it didn't come loose at all.
But
Alright.
But it's in oil pristine. Never been froze.
Never been kissed.
Never been kissed.
It's a virgin bolt.
Never gonna give you up.
It's never gonna let you down.
Useful.
Let them down.
Not at all.
Release itself.
I'm really mad that came. Nancy Pelosi actually killed that meme dead, and it came back.
Nancy Pelosi killed Rick Rowland.
Yes.
How?
She tried to rickroll it like an old person. She did it completely wrong.
Arm day.
You sure you don't want me to do one?
I'm loving this.
You know it'd be cool video.
Come here.
Alright.
Sure. Take a swing at it.
You don't swing at those.
I do.
Can we just ask Padnos to get really cool video of it going to the shredder and call it good?
Grab that big blue wrench.
He wants people to move the bolt in.
Okay. Now, this wiggles a little bit, it's supposed to. Okay. As you go in this direction, it will bite down. Eventually. You won't always do it, so don't just slam into it. You gotta load it easy. But right now, your bit, push that until you hit metal. Don't have your fingers in front of the thing because sometimes it'll pop loose and you bleed. Come up as far as you can, all the way back, and then go down. You don't want to, you want to watch out for that thing. If you're way up here, you'll hit that, so you want to be out just a little bit. Yep, you come back, you grab, once it bites, you continue on. It's kind of a precarious thing because it only holds, the harder you lean on it, the harder it bites, but the minute you let go, it lets go. Okay. And watch. One hand up here, one hand down here on the thing, and you push the wrench this way
We
at
have
the
to move the
bottom
pool table. There's
until
no
it bites. Yep, once it bites, get your hand out of there, and then go out here, hands on the back, till you hit. And then lather, rinse, repeat.
Chris,
Yeah.
hold this. We gotta go move the pool table.
Okay, take him. He'll help. He's very eager to help.
Casey, let's go move. We'll put that to the shredder at that.
How deep are these threads?
You got about another 1/4 inch.
Same on both ends, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You're almost there. Once it gets that easy, you're almost there. If it gets too easy for the big wrench, go to the little one, because it's a lot easier to handle. But they've got a thread locking compound on them, so it's a fight all the way out. Alright, well that gets those 4 obnoxious pins out of there.
See, that was kind of hard.
Yeah. It gets easier as you go, but not a lot.
Yeah, got this.
Alright. I'm gonna do that live event.
So we're done in 15 minutes?
No, we're gonna rock this as long as we can. I just gotta give a presentation on a thing, a sensor thing. Do we have any cool sensors to show off?
Cool sensors?
Yeah, the big wave one is a good example.
I got 3 CMOS sensors.
And we should have a whole bunch of stuff down and buy some electronics or nothing.
That's what jumps to mind.
Set up to
Doesn't it get created all of that?
question.
Lower.
Maybe.
Because he'd be able to dig in electronics, find some photocells.
No, this is electronic sense. I want something really up there. Just anywhere we can see.
I think we have some laser sensors in robotics.
We have all that sensors and robotics.
These guys are used to that stuff. I wanna bring out the big load cell because that'll be fun. That's the neatest thing we got. All right.
That works. Hang on. Just
All right. So we've been unable to break those free.
Still people coming in asking what we're doing.
Dancing with a robot.
nice.
All right.
Yeah,
dance with the
Vader
devil.
joke.
Ritual
We
sacrifice.
gotta have.
People getting Vader joke.
We gotta figure this out. We gotta get 2 off of 1.
This is gonna go bad.
You gotta keep centered as well.
Yeah, you gotta have something here holding this, and then
Okay.
apply torque here.
There you go.
So I had to put that thing in there.
Hey Moose,
Yeah?
can you pop this off, please?
While you're fixing stuff.
Yeah, why can you pop that off?
Yeah, it's hard.
How does
I
that
just
come
pop
off?
off.
We're not sure.
Actually, Batman, or where's Casey? Casey, can you grab that big damn wrench? Take that big damn nut off that big damn shaft so we can just get all the crap there and just have down to just the bar.
No.
If you can pop that nut off, we're good.
That looks like it's crimped, which is usually
Did you
still.
try to take this off already?
I tried and slipped, and so you can try it. Slip
He tried it, but not with a pipe wrench. He tried it with a crescent wrench.
with that wrench right there. I'm saying.
Why would I try to get that?
Try it with a crescent wrench. Just don't slip. Okay,
Oops.
you're not allowed to do that anymore.
That goes in the cabinet.
That's the first pry bar I've ever.
I say we leave that piece in there. I think it's part of it now.
Jeff won. Us, half.
I don't know, I think we're getting one for each organ taken off.
One arm.
Oh, yeah.
Steve, you can shove him out of the way.
I'm not sure he's in the way yet.
Yeah, I need a much bigger wrist.
Grab the iron bowl.
The what?
The iron bowl.
The iron bowl?
That's what he's called. So it's right on him. The iron bowl.
Is this your biggest, blackest wrench?
It's not black, but it's Chinese.
Up and red.
Yeah. You have yellow.
Whatever. It's weird that yellow is on the shoulder now. We never do that.
Huh?
Magneto would be a really cool helmet.
No, it's aluminum.
Hey, you could get all the
Magneto
bolts
can
out
affect
of
any
it.
metal. Why do
Every
I
single
know
bolt would be free. And also, it being aluminum doesn't really seem to stop it.
I almost want something to scoop this oil out with.
Good luck.
Yeah. Thank you.
Alright. Besides, aluminum has some.
See, the thing is,
that? Hey!
these are my thoughts.
Do you want to hear them?
I got 2 days of Jesus.
Say hello to the iron bowl.
It's the iron bowl.
Motherfucker.
That is a lot of wrench.
Dale picked it up at a yard sale for $5.
That's the best $5 ever spent in history. Ridiculously large, cheap Chinese wrench.
Right. So yeah. It's not enough wrench.
We need like one of those 6 foot long ship wrenches.
I had an idea. Instead of lifting up, where you gotta push down here, that won't move side to side. Bring it up, put the wrench vertical. That one.
That's the kind I slipped down. So you
Oh.
be careful.
It's not like everything's covered in oil or anything. Teamwork!
Okay.
Oh, see what happened there? Batman dropped the hammer.
Thor puts the hammer down.
Alright. Oh, that was an idea. See, we got 2 days into this. The end is in sight.
Sure.
I don't want to quit now because the toys we get out of this at this stage include 2 beautiful planetary gear drives. Also, as it sits, it weighs like 1,000 pounds, and I would like to not have to deal with this in one piece. I would like to not just scrap this out. I'd like to have some of this as display pieces. And, wait a minute. How do we get Axis 1 apart?
You might have to access
What?
it underneath. It should
What
be
holds
apart.
Axis 1 down?
I don't know.
Because I haven't seen the bolts big enough to do that yet.
They
Because if
might
we can get Axis 1 apart, we may be able to enact a very high-tech system to get access to break in half, which would be lifting the whole damn thing in the air and dropping it.
I imagine that A1 is held on to my
Go ahead, you're fine.
which would not be impossible if we unbolted from the floor and held them up and went underneath if you if you really trust your front foot.
Not even if you trust you, you do not do that.
No, no.
The fact that we've been doing this is awful.
Yeah, we've been pushing the lines of reasonable safety as it is. You don't do.
That's why he's been stubborn. You didn't have your ground connection ground.
You gotta get it grounded.
You might be able to turn
So they've got
sideways,
ground.
go down 90 degrees.
No, we want to.
They probably have robots to do this for you.
Let's just take a moment and look and see what we can see. Found it. Oh yeah, that was easy.
Oh.
All right, Batman, come around front. Take the hard stop off to start. Back. Get this cable thing out of here.
Do you mind if wires get cut out and deal?
You can't cut wires. So bring it out intact. You take out these two bolts, and the rest of that should largely just pop right out. But we're going to pull the hardware stops.
You gotta take the rubber pieces off. How do we take the rubber pieces off?
Carefully.
What do you mean we got to take rubber pieces
Well,
off?
the bolt is right here. There's a rubber
Unscrew
piece.
the rubber piece.
You are bigger than that.
Oh, it's starting to get stuck.
One of the fallen. Hey. Someone give me some big channel lines.
Where are the channel locks, by the way?
Back of the tool room, middle set of drawers, top drawer.
I guess the one labeled channel locks.
Yeah, who'd have thought?
Well, you know, there are a set of slip-joint pliers. I thought they'd be in them.
We're going to rapid 1800, which is in 8 minutes.
Okay.
And we're going to let this sit for probably a few days.
Dynamite. Yeah, dynamite. You got some of that blast cord? Wrap it around the axis.
Right now anyway.
Yeah.
You can try to get close of a Batman when he does his thing.
Chris, you got some of that military blast cord to just wrap it around the axis here?
Yeah.
That cord. Yeah, you got some of that shit? Why not?
Aluminum shatters.
Okay. Gearbox is made of steel. My logic is infallible.
We don't need jet fuel, we need jet fuel.
Jet fuel melts aluminum rockets.
Jet fuel can't melt steel gearboxes.
That's what I have to say to that.
Ooh, in the line of fire too.
They don't get me channel locks or I just lay here.
I'm gonna drop one.
I'm just gonna lay
Cram
here.
him up his ass, given he's gonna sit there and fart.
You're gonna keep making bad jokes like that with carbon from your mouth. Yeah, sure. Just unscrew the rubber.
Hey, Batman? Did you just unscrew the rubber?
Nope, I unscrewed the bolt holding the rubber.
Yeah.
Stop. Everything's coated in grease. The reason the door stops don't work is because we took out a layer of tile.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Any chance I could get a ratchet with a 6mm Allen key?
Let me try.
Thank you. This is getting
I need
annoying.
the half-inch breaker bar.
Not the stupid collapsible one, but just the regular half-inch drive.
With absolutely zero extension on it.
Alright.
Tight spot.
Found a ratchet. You got 6.
There should be a 6 up there, yes.
Oh, it's sitting on the speaker, what I need. Yeah. No, that's what I need. Thank you. Let's take it back.
Come on, good.
How you doing it right?
Let's go.
No, 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 no. Other way. Push from there. No. No, you're pulling.
Cancel the ratchet. We're good.
That's a wrap for the day. Everybody's stupid. We're done. We can't figure out which way to turn to loosen a bolt. We're done for the day. Let's take 10 minutes and tidy up and organize tools so we can find them tomorrow.
Wake me up when September ends.
Stop
That's
all
day
recording
2
and turn off audio.
Of what will
video
be a
stuff.
3-day autopsy.
Powered off on.
Anybody who can find some manuals for helping getting axis 1 and 2 apart on a KR350, we could use some research. We're tired.
Stop recording, Darren, and turn it off.
I have to go do a live show now.
I'm telling you, man, that cord.
Fuck.
Do this already?
No, I have no idea what that is.
You like right in that last space or start a new page?
You're never the one that starts a new page.
What you messing with now? What are you messing with?
Go ahead.
We can tell how worn something is, when it's going to fail. And they can use that to. I did some work with an eddy current sensor doing the same.
Vaporing?
What's that? I did some work with an eddy current sensor.
Yes, I'm vaporing
Okay.
with the vapors.
So what do we got?
Hi guys, my name is Chris Boden. I'm the president of the Geek Group National Science Center. For those of you that don't know, we are the largest nonprofit makerspace on Earth. We're also the oldest. We've been doing this since '94, and you're in it right now. So all of you are nerds. Welcome. And if you're not familiar with the Geek Group, you should check it out, because for all of the stuff that you guys find fun, this is the place to do it. We have an active electronics lab. We have the largest and quite possibly only high voltage lab that is open to the public on Earth. You can come here and build staggeringly large Tesla coils. There's an 8-foot Jacob's ladder around the corner over there. And I spent the day taking apart a $1 million prototype giant robot, like 10 foot, 10 inches tall robot. And we're installing a pair of brand new large-scale Cougar robots here in the next couple weeks. So this giant toy box is filled with things for you to play with. One of them I'm going to get to talk about. So all I knew was talk about sensors. What do you got? So I had a couple that I wanted to bring out and the big one I want to talk about. Now this is cool because I'm standing in a room full of very smart people. All of you have seen thousands of these. Now anybody who hasn't seen this demo before, if you have, you're automatically disqualified. Can any of you identify what this is? It's ubiquitous. All of you probably have one. Huh? No, everybody says it's an iron lung. This is a gas meter from the side of your house. It's a gas meter. It's a kind of a nifty old school sensor. This one dates back to the 60s. I just got a shiny new one that dates back to the 70s, and it's bloody huge, so we're going to build a bigger version of this. But this is kind of cool because we use this every week for the tour. If you're ever here for a big tour on Saturday, you get to see this thing in action. I use it as a speaking in generalities about people. But it's a good example of the kind of toys we have around here. Another one is this. Now this is more your world because a lot of you guys deal with industrial sensors. Can anybody identify what this is? I expect some of you who are into industrial engineering would know this. The ratings on the end are 50 kilonewtons, 2.0603 millivolts, 52.94 kilonewtons, 350 ohms. This is a load sensor. It's a scale, measures weight or force. And you hold it like this, and then you hang whatever you want to measure from the middle section. And we use this with our forklift for measuring 1,000-pound transformers. And it's freakishly accurate. It's a big fun time. This is here for you to play with. And the idea is that this building is filled with toys for all of you to come and use. Every tool in this building is available for you. The largest fleet of 3D printers in Michigan, giant robots, an entire laser lab, an electronics lab with over 300,000 components, everything. Anything you can imagine, you can make here. We're even playing with a washing machine. I'm going to do dirty, dirty things to a washing machine. But yeah, one of the biggest projects that we're rolling out this year is the hardware side of Boxy. You're all familiar with the idea of a smart building. We're taking that to a ridiculous level. Here's one example of Boxy. Boxy is the building operations control system. It's the brain for this building. Right now, this building has over 180 cameras in it. You're all on one of them right now. In fact, if you look around the room, you'll see lots of them in the ceiling. Every human being on Earth with an internet connection and the desire to do so can be tuned in, watching and hearing everything you say anywhere in this building, pretty much. In fact, within a couple blocks. We have turret cameras on the roof, and we've got a pretty good reach. Right now, you're on that camera up there, and you're on the microphone that's right here. They can see and hear everything we say. It's fun. Because of this and the power of the IRC, we have a gigantic hive mind. There's hundreds of people that hang out in an online chat room, old school, IRC, Internet Relay Chat. And they hang out in there, and it's like the super Google. And we have hundreds of people like you that hang out in there, just at work, just have a screen on it. And people come in with questions and ideas, and you get to shatter people's dreams on a daily basis. Because they're like, I've broken the second law of thermodynamics and created free energy! And then we make them our bitch for the next half hour. It's really fun. Right now, in this, when we started, like in your house, this building worked very similar to that. You have a thermostat, you have a heater. That grew to where now we're at the same level as most commercial buildings, where there's a thermostat right here and a nifty occupancy sensor, which is just has an infrared device. And there is a furnace and air conditioner just for this room. It's called an RTU, a rooftop unit, and it's right up here. It's a big box on the roof. So that's how most commercial buildings work. When the room gets a certain temperature, like you put 50 people in it, each person's giving off a couple hundred watts of thermal energy, temperature goes up, kicks on the AC, boom, right? This is dumb. What we're doing as a research project is installing a lot more sensing and then a lot more control. Instead of just the room gets warm, turn on the AC, right now the room is heated heavily on this side, but not on that side. So when you kick on the AC, why not just kick on the AC in the cold part of the room? Well, you can't because you can only measure temperature in one spot. You can buy, and all of you are probably familiar with this, you can get thermometers, little thermostats, that are like a one-wire data connection. They're all individually addressed, and you can put a bajillion of them on one cable and ping it. What's the temp? Send it back. Cool, right? And they're passive little devices. Are really, really stupid. They're pennies a piece. So what we're doing, and I'm just going to talk about temperature. There's a lot of other stuff to this, access control, security, and all kinds. I'm just going to talk about temperature. Take a room like this and install temperature sensors every foot along a piece of conduit. Hang the conduit every 3 feet around the room. Just a vertical conduit, bolted to the wall, painted in. Cool. You can't do this in a normal house because it'd look weird, but in this building, it fit right in. With that, and a large database, you can pull those in fundamentally real time and create a constantly updating database of the temperature profile of that room in 3 dimensions, because air stratifies. So you can know that the air down here is at 54 degrees, and the air here is at 62, and the air here is at 73, and all of this can be crunched in a computer, which is fun, and you can use this data to control hardware where that big duct comes out and it dumps out at various points. You've seen this in every room. You have the big duct goes to the medium ducts to the little ducts to all the odors. Now on all the vents, you have a damper, a valve for air. Simple. The database controls the dampers so that when you need to turn on the cooling, you're just putting cool air where you need it. You're not refrigerating parts of the room with no people in them or already cold. This radically improves efficiency. Now take that to the scale of a 43,000 square foot building, and you're doing this over a city block. This matters a lot because in your house you might pay like $50 for heat for a month. In this building we pay $5,000 a month for heat. So it matters. We're a broke nonprofit, so it's a big deal. This project is entirely designed and implemented by our members. So it's people like you. They get to like, I want to play with ridiculous amounts of sensors and database mojo and all that. And they get to develop the code, and they get to do all this stuff. Boxy has a million different aspects. It's all modular. And the idea is everything you need to do to control a super smart building at any level you can imagine. And it's for HVAC, access control, lighting, individual address lights, everything. The entire software package is open source and being released to the world. And its large focus is that with this, if you're building a makerspace, Boxy handles 90% of the crap that you don't want to have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on software to do. And all the hardware is modular, so it all adjusts.